What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome to episode number 64 in my path to power. As we get into this episode, if you guys are looking to pick up any MSP or PSN cards, make sure to check out thegamekeys.co.uk. Or if FIFA coins are more your thing, check out justfifacoins.com. You can use the code Japes to get yourself a 5% discount on their instant delivery. So we're taking the same exact team into the semifinals of the Gold Cup. And I was optimistic that I'd be able to put in another pretty solid performance. And we matched up against a pretty solid, relatively budget 4-1-2-1-2 side. I don't know about Mertesacker as being a first choice center back, but with my team, I wasn't really going to be able to exploit his lack of pace that much unless Gibbs got out of position and Bernard could kind of attack him 1v1. I make a huge mistake right there, and he makes some sort of ridiculous swirling cross. But I figured Maxwell had high enough passing stats that I would get away with playing an RBY pass that would put Luis Gustavo into space on the wing. And as you can see, I'll watch the replay back because I wanted to see how close it was to actually working out the way I thought it was going to work out in my mind. And you are going to see that it is not even close. Like, I kicked that straight in, or backhielded straight into him. Just a huge mistake. David Luiz, the one thing he does well is he steps up nicely to win possession in the mid, or as they're trying to get to the back line. So just in behind my midfielders. But for the most part, I prefer a center back that is a little bit more cautious and isn't going to let players in behind. Kaká taken down on what I thought was actually a relatively decent tackle. But nonetheless, anywhere around the box with Mr. Ronaldinho, I'm going to be a happy guy. He's got, 89 free kick accuracy, just unbelievable stuff. We're going to go right into the top corner. Lovely free kick in the 35th minute to bring us back level. And that is exactly what we needed to get ourselves back into this match. And Ronaldinho has scored a truckload of goals for us at this point in the two matches that he's played, on into this third match. And he's actually he's quite surprising that he's popped up in so many, a lot of them are free kicks, so I can't get ahead of myself here. But having him on the pitch for those free kicks is really, really nice. Lima steps free inside, and I see Ronaldinho overlapping. Thought I'd take the sure thing to get the lead going into the half, and that is exactly what I did. You're going to see how sketchy this placement was on my semi-shooting. I just didn't want to put it past wide, so I just kind of kicked it straight down the middle. But when you're that close, it tends to work out in your favor. So 2-1, that was actually the goal that set us through. You can see I was close a few times. That chip from Lima would have been delicious. But 2-1 the final score, and we are moving on into the finals of the cup. So feeling pretty good with this team, knowing that I could be exploited by a really, really pacey squad though. And you are about to see one of the things that drives me absolutely mental on FIFA. I just do not understand the point of having attribute cards in Ultimate Team. So look at this guy's team. Plenty of pace all over the pitch and attribute cards on every single freaking player. With Doumbia and Sturridge, of course. So he was really in it to, he is in it to win it. Sweat, whatever it is, he is all about that W. So he has used players out there that are very, very good at going out to get that W. But attribute cards, I tweeted it out yesterday too. I was like, I just don't understand the point of why they're an Ultimate Team. And if somebody could actually leave a comment and let me know why they think that they're in Ultimate Team, that would be fantastic. The funniest comment that I read is, so Torres can play like he did when he was at Liverpool. I actually started laughing when I read that. But nice bit of work. I don't know why my center back Miranda is the one streaking free in the box right here, but it's a lovely control and a lovely find to pick out Ronaldinho at the top of the box. And here's David Luiz letting in a player behind him again. It is Doumbia with an all attributes card on him, so I can only assume that is I don't know. David Luiz is not my favorite defender, and we will most definitely be replacing him. And for that matter, Miranda is not my favorite defender either. I think there are much, much better options. Nonetheless, we are going to get a few more chances in this game. But please, by all means, leave a comment as to why you think attribute cards are in the game, because I don't really see the point. It's not like you don't already get a boost to all of your stats from playing Ultimate Team. Also, for the chemistry system, your base stats from what you'd be playing like on head-to-head are either 6 or 7 chem. So when you're playing on 9 or 10 chem, all of your players are getting a stat increase anyways. That's why playing a 7 chem striker like Ronaldo set as a left forward or whatever isn't really that big of a deal, because he's already got such ridiculous stats. Same thing goes for like Marco Reus or whatever. Already has amazing cards on his stats, doesn't really need the boost to be an absolute terror. I make a huge mistake here. I don't know if that's so much a me mistake, but Danilo just takes a terrible touch, and I'm jockeying back, and I think that he's going to go for the pass across to Doumbia because he'd been realistically trying to Sturridge, because he'd been going for every possible sweat attempt that he could get, but this time he decides to fire home, and it's a mistake that you just can't make when you come up against a team like this with a midfield that's, for the most part, as slow. Well, my midfield's not tragically slow, but in extra time, Doumbia hits the shot of his life. Just an unbelievable curling effort. And so with this team, I really should opt for a player like Sirigu in goal, or even I think Diego Alves would be better. Julio Cesar saves absolutely nothing. Like, he is one of those tragically 82 rated players that just tragically underperforms. So we do not become the Cup champions, which was pretty sad. It was a pretty even match, though, as far as shots go. I did what I could to prevent him on the break, but in extra time, I actually had to sub Ronaldinho off. Same thing with Kaká. Their stamina bars going into an extra time match just become non-existent. And I was really disappointed to miss that free kick that you saw on the screen right there, because that could have made the difference in the match. And I'd been pretty automatic with Ronaldinho from around the box. So I think that was one of 2 free kicks maybe that I missed so far. But that is where we're going to come to a close of this episode. Be sure to leave me a comment and brighten up my day a little bit more. I hope you guys are enjoying this Super Sunday. We're going to do a 3, maybe 4 pack with a possible stream later on. So be sure to stay tuned to my Twitter at @AirJapesFIFA for that. If you did enjoy this, though, like a thumbs up, it'd be greatly appreciated. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.